Your channel name is the first thing viewers see when they land on your page. It should be memorable, understandable, and reflect the content of your channel. That's why it's important to take the time to choose a good name. In this video, I'm going to share a few tips to help you come up with the perfect name. So let's get started. First things first, it's important to remember that you can always change your channel name. So if you start to feel like you picked the wrong name, don't worry. Ideally, you'll want to choose a name that you can stick with for the long haul. That's because you want people to remember you, and it's hard to do that if your channel name keeps changing. But even if you do end up changing your name, it's still a good idea to put some thought into it ahead of time. The first thing you should do is research your competition. I know I've said this a million times, but it's true and important. Different niches have different naming strategies. In some niches, abstract names are popular, while in others, more straightforward names are used. Take a look at the names of your competitors' channels. You might be surprised at how many great ideas you can find. So, what should you avoid? First, don't use a general name. Such channel names don't give viewers any idea what your videos are about, and if a viewer doesn't know what to expect, they're not going to remember the channel either. Of course, there are exceptions, and some general channel names work really well. I will talk about them later, but for now, I'm talking about names like tech reviews or culinary explorations, and although the latter sounds pretty absurd, you'll often see channels with weird and absurd names. To avoid general names, try to think of a more specific topic or focus for your channel. Look at what you will be doing and use that to come up with a name. For example, if you want to do tech reviews, but you're focused on gadgets from AliExpress, something like Tech Ali would be a better fit. Another important point is to try not to copy anyone. After all, you're creating your own channel, not piggybacking off someone else's. Plus, impersonating someone else is a direct violation of YouTube's rules. Obviously, I'm talking about direct copying, so don't make your channel Movavi or Movavi vlog. But what you can copy from other channels' names is their structure. But I've already talked about that. It's important to understand that even if you follow all of our tips for coming up with a channel name, it's still not a guarantee of success. In order to be successful, you need to create quality videos. And to create quality videos, you need a video editor. And Movavi Video Editor is undoubtedly one of the best options. Movavi Video Editor is a real jack of all trades. It can do it all, create stunning videos, remove backgrounds, remove noise, do chroma key, and much more. Even beginners can master it thanks to intelligent features that make it easy to use. Movavi Video Editor is the perfect choice for anyone who wants to create videos. And now the most interesting part, you can get the brand new Movavi Video Editor 2024 annual plan, the ultimate tool to create awesome videos easily. So just hit the link below and grab your simple yet powerful editor for creating wow videos at a special 15% discount with promo code VLOGMAJOR. It's a limited time offer, so don't miss out. In addition to all this, there are a few simple rules that apply to the format of the name itself. The first rule is conciseness. Your channel name should not be too long or complicated. Always strive for the simplest name possible. It should be easy to pronounce and remember. If you do creative content, the name could be a couple of short abstract words or even a fictional name. The main thing is that it is short. If we were to count syllables, it is best to choose names with 4 to 5 syllables. This is the upper limit that you should not cross. If you can make a name with 1 or 2 syllables, that's even better. The second rule is that the name should be easy to write. Sometimes you can find channels with names where some letters are replaced with numbers, or the name itself looks like an unpronounceable abbreviation. Ideally, you should not use numbers in the channel name, but there are exceptions to this rule as well. Numbers can be used to emphasize some key aspect of your content. The main thing is that the number must relate to the topic and specifics of your channel, as well as the rest of the name. In addition, it's important not to overdo it with formatting. I mean, you don't need to write all the names in caps or lowercase. Caps lock should be used to highlight something. For example, if you have a word play in the channel name, you can highlight a word inside a word with caps. Formatting is very important for creating an impression on the viewer, and you certainly don't want them to perceive your name as sloppy or loud. Simple, concise, and organic are the 3 words that should describe your channel's name. Now, I want to give you a few channel name formats that you should take note of. The first option is your name and surname. Using your name and surname as a channel name is a good way to make your channel easy to remember and recognize. Of course, there are some things to keep in mind when using your name and surname as a channel name. First, make sure your name and surname are unique and not used by other channels. Second, Consider how your name or surname will be perceived by others. We don't choose our name and surname, but if you have a particularly strange combination, you may want to shorten your surname or replace it with an alias for the title. The huge advantage of using your name as a channel name is the enormous freedom it gives to the channel. Your name and surname don't limit you in the types of videos you can make. Therefore, regardless of what you do, your name and surname are a universal option that will work in any situation. And in fact, there is one benefit that no one thinks about. If you name your channel after yourself, it will serve as an excellent foundation for your brand. You can make videos on YouTube for years, but if you don't create a brand for yourself, it can be quite difficult to sell anything or even just expand the channel. Your name and surname are the best brand in the world. Just remember that. The next option is quite simple: to use the name of your company, firm, or product. This approach is best suited for commercial channels focused on sales rather than creative channels where you do something with your own hands. Such names, of course, do not limit you in the general themes of videos and their types. The main thing is that all videos are somehow related to what the company does or to the product. The third option is one of the most preferable if you want to present yourself as an expert in a niche. You can combine your name and the topic of your channel. Such names are called hybrid names, and they can often be found in educational content or mentoring. For me, for example, a personal channel would be called Arthur the Video Maker, Video Production with Arthur, or something like that. By naming your channel like this, you immediately get several advantages. First, it is very easy to understand what your channel is about. Viewers will not have any questions, and they will know for sure that you are competent in this topic. This is a bug in our brain. When we see words like investments or real estate in the title, it is much easier for us to believe in a person's knowledge. The second advantage is a keyword. Its presence in the title helps the channel to rank better in search. Thus, when people are searching for videos on the topic of your channel, there is a high probability that they will be shown, even if they only remotely match their search. And as I said, there is no better source of traffic for a beginner channel than search. And the last option for a name is something creative. Sometimes the name of a channel doesn't matter at all. It all depends on your videos. If you do what you love and what brings you joy, then what's the difference does it make what the channel is called? People will still see how your eyes light up, and they will remember your energy, not the name of the channel. And a brand can be built with any name. So if your content allows it, let your creativity and imagination do the job. And as I said, remember about keeping it simple and organic. The simpler your channel's name is to pronounce, write, and remember, the better. And if you can also create an association with your content and its focus with the name, that's perfect. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.